First off, welcome to New Zealand, fellow Texan. And second of all, I was kind of curious. You know, you got the part. You said you were a fan, etc. But I know, like when they interviewed Patrick Stewart, when they did the casting for The Next Generation, they're like, so how does it feel to be taking on the role of, like, you know, a living legend, an icon? Because you're basically, you know, the second commander of the Starship Enterprise, and you're facing its greatest, you know, Kirk, walking in his footsteps. You probably had to kind of go through the same thing, didn't you? I mean, because, you know, you're taking over the station after, you know, years of history and those great commanders. And did you, like, go and see what they did? I mean, you said you were a fan, or did you just, I'm going to go in this and I'm going to be me, I'm going to take it my own way, or a combination of the two?
It's a good question. It was a bit intimidating, but I never looked at it as trying to replace anyone, because Ivanova is irreplaceable, which is why we're doing a project together. And I went in to create a character that I liked and that I thought had integrity, and I thought that if I could achieve that, then I could win over the fans. And the show really meant a lot to me. I mean, I've had a very lengthy career, and Babylon 5 and a show called Lonesome Dove: The Outlaw Years are my two favorites. And I've done a lot. I mean, the Dynasty, the Colbys, Dallas movies, Lois and Clark, Highlander. I mean, I've been a series regular on 13 different shows, and Babylon 5 and Lonesome Dove: The Outlaw Years were my two favorites.
When you actually got the part, was there ever when they said, okay, you're the next commander of Babylon 5, was there ever a point where you were like, oh my God, I'm the next commander of Babylon 5?
Yeah, but, you know, I handled it with great dignity. I was like...
Thank you, Tracy.
You're welcome. I'm silly. Okay. Yes.
Hang on in. Sorry.
I did look around first. Tracy, just to bring it to a little bit serious, mentioning the Lost Tales. I really love the comment that you made about Stephen Franklin being beyond the rim.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, same here.
Would you be able to share a favourite memory of Stephen or of Rick, and same with Andreas as well? Sorry, I'm teary as well.
That's okay. That's all right. You gotta, if you laugh as much as we do, you gotta cry too. It goes with the territory. In River of Souls, Joe wrote, when I die, my character dies on the operating table, and when I go to the light, the soul that I see is Rick Biggs. And he says to me, I'm sorry, he says to me, I come to you in this form because you trust me. You trust this person. And Joe wrote it that way because he knew how much I cared about Rick, and that I trusted him so much, and that we were friends. So I thought it was very prophetic that when I went to the light, to Beyond the Rim, who do I see but Rick? And on a lighter note, I would have thought he would be the last of us to go. We would check into a hotel, and he had the most perfect manners. And I remember we were checking in, my mom and me, and he said, oh, please, you guys go ahead of us. And we said, no, we're still fumbling around for things, go ahead. And so the first question Rick asked was, how late is the gym open? And then it was my turn, and I said, how far is McDonald's? So, yeah. No, that's fine. That's a fair question, because it's the circle of life, and it's a sad one. And Andreas, he had a real flair. You guys must know how funny and wonderful he was. And on my first day on the set, I was so nervous. I had so many lines to do. I didn't sleep the night before because I was so excited to be there. And we were doing a scene in Sheridan's office, and almost the entire cast was in there, but there were very few chairs. So Peter Jurasik was sitting, and he goes, "Oh, Tracy, please, our new captain, please have my seat." And before I could get over there, Andreas ran over, sat down in it, and he said, Peter said to him, "Dude, she's a new girl, you gotta be nice." And he goes, "She's family. I wouldn't get up for anybody else." So in his own way, it sort of made me feel the most welcome of all, because what's more welcome than family? Oh, please, somebody ask a happy question. Yes?
What did you... Come on.
Where'd you get your boots?
I got them in Houston, Texas, where I'm from. Actually, I got them in Houston, and but I was born in Galveston, and there nobody ever. That's not on anything that's on the internet. But I'm from Galveston, Texas. I went to school in Dickinson because it had a good school district, and then later I went to 6 colleges, much to my mother's dismay. One Christmas she made me a sweatshirt with all 6 universities on it. What shows haven't we covered that you might want to know about? I wasn't on Tron. I heard someone scream Tron. Yes. In the pink?
When it told you about all the time that you and Captain Sheridan were married, how did you take that when you found out?
The 2 of us found out simultaneously in Joe's office, and we're like, oh, thank you. I mean, we were very friendly. We are still very friendly as human beings, but we were flabbergasted by that news. Want to give her the mic?
Technically, you were the first Mrs. Sheridan before the other 2 Sheridans.
Yeah, right. I think, you know what, I think they should do, you know those beautiful drawings that they do, art drawings of the different science fiction shows? I think they should do one of Sheridan sitting in like a Hugh Hefner chair with all of his wives around him. Yeah, Mira. I really wish I would have had more scenes with Mira. I really enjoyed her a lot. And I don't know if anyone noticed, but the first time I see Mira, I tried to do just exactly what I thought a female would do upon seeing the new wife. And she walks into the room, and imagine that this is Mira, and I'm, talking business, and I went...